In today's session, we're going to take you through how to upgrade your client's thinking. Okay, what you're going to get is an overview, why levels of thinking is a game changer, what are the facts around levels of thinking, and let's go for it. Tasking for this module is to write out the levels of thinking and then to listen to Don Beck's audio Spiral Dynamics, which is a game changer in of itself. Okay, why this is the holy grail. Levels of thinking is a game changer. This will keep paying you back year after year. Now, the truth is you may not get this even after a couple of times of repeating it. It doesn't matter. You're going to have to repeat it, and I promise you, if you come back to this, every year that you do this, it will still make a big impact. Okay, what are the facts around this? Our environment structures our thinking. That makes sense. Okay, so therefore we have these levels of thinking, right? The closer we track the client's experience and fully understand their view on life, the easier it is to elicit a transformational experience for the client and thus get a tangible result. And so therefore, understanding your client is key. As you become more open to understanding different levels of thinking, you will have huge awareness and openness of your mind. When you're stuck in a level of thinking, it's like you have a closed mind. Okay? So I want you to know the actual originations of this work, because it's not my personal work, and so I'm building on top of it. You know, I've got my own sort of experience of it. It's incredible. But Maslow, you know him. He created the hierarchy of drives. That was the original, creation around motivation. Then Clare Graves built on top of that and created levels of psychological existence. And so Clare Graves was going out to create world peace. His work was actually the work that allowed the apartheid to actually be set free. And then Don Beck, who built on top of Clare Graves with Spiral Dynamics. So I'm going to be sharing with you different sorts of components from that. Clare Graves was a professor of psychology and originator of theory of adult human development, later known that became Spiral Dynamics. Possibly the most powerful body of work to understand how humans actually operate. So really excited to share this. Okay, Graves theorized that in response to the interaction of external conditions with internal neurological systems, humans develop the biopsychosocial coping system to solve existential problems and cope with their worlds. These coping systems are dependent on evolving a human culture and individual development, and they are manifested at the individual, society, and species level. He believed that tangible, emergent, self-assembling dynamic neural systems evolved in the human brain in response to evolving existentially and social problems. He theorized man's nature is not a set thing, that it's ever emergent, that it's an open system, not a closed system. This open-endedness set his approach apart from many of his contemporaries who sought a final state, a nirvana, or perfectibility in human nature. His conclusion of the biopsychosocial and systems theory as vital co-elements also described an inclusive point of view that continues development today. So, here's in essence what this means. It means that you continue to develop the rest of your life. Okay, it means that you continue to develop your thinking for the rest of your life. There are 1 to 9 and beyond levels of thinking in the Spiral Dynamics formula. Okay, each time you hit a certain level, you start again. Okay, to breach each level, you must let go of a level of thinking. So level 2, all right, let go of victim and you get understanding. All right, level 3, let go of hurt and rejection and you get self-acceptance. Let go of guilt and unworthiness, you get forgiveness at level 4. Let go of unfulfilled expectations, you get totally go with the flow. Let go of control, you get peace, faith, and trust. Let go of roles and duties, you get commitment. Let go of social expectations, you become a leader. Let go of 9, all right, let go of fear of power, you get the concept that you can become the power. Level 10, let go of fear of sharing the power, you get there is nothing outside anyway. Level 11, let go of limitations, you get the infinite in all. Let go of sadness, there is nothing else out there. You get the oneness out there. So, I'm going to show you these levels from different ways so that you can start to get it. Tribalistic and level 2 is animistic, ways of the tribe. Animistic beliefs or mystical signs serve the clan and ancestral ways. All right. Level 3 is egocentric, explorative, law of the jungle. Impulsive drives immediate rewards, guiltless service or raw self-interest. absolute moralistic, condemns of higher authority. Okay, at level 4, comply with rules, avoid punishment, duty with guilt to do what is right. Multiplistic, rational, situational rules of the game, anatomy and self-control to win, individual principles of conciseness. Sociocentric, humanistic, relative needs to the collective, fit in with group norms and attitudes, serve the people's common good. At this stage, I just want you to listen and just take the concepts in, because they will make more sense as you go out and as we spend more time talking about it. Right? Existential, systematic is integrated processes and flows, align conflicting alternatives and personal responsibilities in being. At level 8, a holistic, experimental, patterns of the whole, sense of collective individualism to serve the entire living system. So here's what they look like. Again, instinctive, animistic, esocentric, authority-based, strategic-based, conscientious-based, integral, and holistic. Now, this, you might be thinking, Ed, which one am I, right? Which one am I more of, right? You will have elements of all of these in your psyche. The goal is to see if we can transform to having higher levels of 7 and 8. So we are more integral, all right? We are more integrated, and we are more holistic, okay? And so I just want you to know that, again, red is where more ego-based stuff comes, right? All right, 2 is more animal, all right? 1 is like basic, like beyond basic. All right, when you lack warmth and you lack food, you become a basic human being. That's fine. Like, we've all been basic. You get unwell, you end up being basic, right? Have you been unwell? You end up being basic. That's what happens. Your level 1 comes out and you're like, oh, I can't do anything. I got COVID. I became completely level 1. I couldn't watch anything, do anything. I just became, that's it. I was just waiting so I could eat food again. All right. It's just trying to stay alive. Okay, as you become more animalistic, rituals, taboos, superstitions, tribes, again, there's nothing wrong with. Some of you will be more associated with different colors or different levels. The goal is to access every single level and to know that you're accessing every level. When you start breaching 7 and 8, that means you have access to the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, etc. The goal of humans are to be adaptable. All right, it's not the goal just to be in green, like where you're just, you're just spirituality. If you're just spirituality, then you're gonna absolutely have no orange in you, which is more, which is more winning and losing, which is more business orientated, which is more entrepreneurial. So spiritualism comes in at level 6, whereas entrepreneurialism comes more in orange. Structures and systems come in more at level 4, right? Job thinking is at level 4. It doesn't mean job thinking is wrong. It's just, it's very structured. All right. Red is just a different level of, it's all about ego, right? Which it doesn't have to have bad consequences. All right. So we've got some holistic, universal, integrated, community, achievement, order, domain, magical, and basic. Okay, survival, security, impulse, rules, success, human relations, synergy, global vision. The goal is to get to 8, to access all of them at different stages and to know when you are at that stage. And so here's a couple of different: a state of nature, act like most others at level 1. At number 2, you're a bit more spirits and gathering for safety. At level 3, fight to survive in spite of others. And number 4, obey rightful higher authority. Number 5, pragmatical test options for success. All right, 6, form communities to experience growth. Learn how to be free at number 7. 8, seek the order beneath Earth's chaos. All right, notice how, again, you'll associate to different words, to different levels of thinking. And so you'll be like, Ed, what am I? What am I? See if you can read me. Tell me what I am. Tends to be a bit focused on the level 3 that. Want to know about me. But there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, that's a trigger to respond to what's happening. Level 1, behavior: avoid hunger, avoid thirst, get sex, stimulus response. You're a basic human. All right, we will have basic. Level 2, the clan, tribe, the chief, the gods, the spirits, my people, traditional way of life, fraternities, magical rituals, incantations, rituals, potions, nationalism, has a lucky charm. Toys are imbued with energy and they all are personified. You had a toy when you were younger. That's level 2. Level 3, I am me. Who is in me? Who are you trying to do to me? Who the hell made you, boss? What are you going to do for me? What are you going to give me? Negative emotions, shame, rage, hate, disgust, grief, but no guilt. You're either for me or against me. Loyalty, might is right. Raw power, avoid control, avoid domination. Ruthlessness, kill the competition. Daring deeds, to the winner belongs. To the winner belong the spoils. All right, that's level 3. And level 4, the system, the book, the law, the order, the guilt, the forbidden, the thoughts, the attunement, orderly, stability, predictability, unchanging, everlasting role in life, the one way, the right way, the black or the white, the good or the bad, the right or the wrong, all or none, everlasting peace, nirvana, heaven, denial, difference, pity, modesty, self-sacrifice, self-discipline, no self-indulgence, ordered, stabilized, certain, world, obedience, submission to authority, all-powerful God, absolute rules, controlling the impulsive of mankind, birthright, denial, punishment, rules, everything has a place and everything is in its place, duty, fight, evil, sinner, he's against the system, singular truth, Hinduism, Freudianism, Christianism, Nazism, can be anything, RL, right wing, you name it. Communism, Catholicism, my faith tells me all I need to know. The one way, the right way, the safety, the submit, the order, the obey, the security, the nice, the decent, the run-of-the-mill, the righteous way of life. Follow the rules, systemized and organized, responsibility, authority, loyalness, kindly dependence, selfishness, as highly conscientious, model employee. He's scrupulous, concetious, paragon of virtue, rules, moral prescriptions, respect the world to the familiar, loyal beyond belief, but infinite, possessive, patient, reserved, but superstition and cold, a penny saved is a penny earned, stingy, succinctly to the rules, very polite. Level 4 thinking. There's nothing wrong. We have to have some level 4 thinking. Extremities and levels. I want you to think of the barometer. There's always extremes. If someone is holding a high level, extreme level 4, they tend to be very, very righteous, right? And so therefore we have to develop flexibility. Level 5 thinking, risk management, personal power, self-interest, self-expression, assertiveness, enjoyment now, different ways of thinking, the one best way, independence, right thinking mind, power of ideas, the power of ways and means of changing things. Carefully testing leads to what is right. There are many ways. There's the right way. There are many right ways to one way is best. Analyze, comprehend, gamemanship, competition, the entrepreneurial attitude, efficiencies, work simplification, the calculated risk, scheming and manipulation, destined to lead power, proven superiority, will to power, risk, force and energy, the ends justify the means, buyer, beware, profit, tough, individualism, nationalism, federalization, new ways of thinking, a new way of conducting business, a new way of doing anything, risk assessment, life's a game, and the game is to win, survival of the fittest, secrets of the material universe, tell me more about me, how do I impact you, power, action, useful, practical, risk. Level 5, entrepreneurial thinking. Again, nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. Okay, we have to have some of that. All right, the goal is to never be too extreme at any level. All right, level 6, avoid conflict, knowing the inner world, feelings, self, others, getting along with consumer, goodwill, getting along with social interaction, softness, sensitivity, personality. More than things, deep personal relationships, personal communication, committees, the rule of the majority, subjectivity, being informal, strict avoidance of classification, and religious attitude, but not religious dogma. Continuity, intimacy, shared experience, avoid rejection by society. Graves also noted that many Sikhs are also inarticulate. They cannot express in articulate manner what their feelings are. They appear to be deliberately inarticulate or a disdain for precise language. Good vibes or bad vibes, social, adjust, fashion, together, team. Again, more spiritual thinking. Again, nothing wrong, nothing right. It just is what it is. All right, let's get access to flexibility. Level 7, lack of lower level fears. Not afraid of not finding food and staying alive. Not afraid that they're not going to have shelter. Not afraid of predatory man. Not afraid of God. Not afraid of lack of status. Not afraid of social disapproval. Not afraid of situational management. Okay, esteem, being expressive, free, indulge, integrated self, spontaneity, simplicity. Understand the concepts that life is a paradox. Have ambition, but not ambitious. Get satisfaction from doing well, but not satisfaction from being praised. Ethics that make sense. Continuous development rather than striving to become something. Broadness of view over pettiness. A few deep relationships rather than the desire for broad acceptance. Independence of all things. No need for destructive competition. Capable of cold ruthlessness as long as it does not harm others, lack of compulsiveness, increased concept around conceptual space. Prime need is the need for existence. Care for others, but not compelled to care. For help as if help is desired, not helping to straighten out. Personal life is unimportant, but nothing's more important in the world. More pleasure than simple things. More pleasure from simple things. Non-attachment, non-judgment, non-resistance, high self-esteem, situational management, independent project possibility. Level 8, do more with less. Honor and respect all different levels of human being. The world we will never come to know all there is to know. Wonder, awe, humility, fusion, integration, unity, simplicity. Non-interfering perspective versus active controlling perception. According to the meaning control, reality can be experienced but never known. So what's really interesting, I find a lot of people assume that they are at level 8 already. And what tells you if you are at level 8 is when you assume that you are at a level 8. Okay, so that again is coming from a different level of thinking. So assumption that you are already there is from a level of level 8. When people say, people used to ask me all the time, Ed, are you a level 8? And when you stop caring whether you are a level 8 or not, that's your answer. And so therefore it's you start to let go of certain things in life. What's really interesting is that I'm sure you can get access. The goal is when you get triggered to notice, are you truly trigger free? And to trigger free, just spend time with your parents, for example, for 2 weeks and just notice what they call out into. As they call out something, every time you complete on that trigger, you will set yourself free from a different level. The goal, as I said, is to access and to know that you can access all levels. Nothing wrong. And there are no, it's not better than anything else, right? Just because it has a 1 to 8 to 9 to 10 doesn't mean it's any better, all right? And I know as humans, we go, 1 is better than 2, right? It's just your basic thing. So it has a levels of understanding, and it's always, every time you hit and breach and let go, you'll breach a new level. So what this means for you in the future is that as you deepen your understanding and wisdom, this will allow you great flexibility in life without judgment. A reminder of what we got. We went through why levels of thinking is a game changer, what are the facts around levels of thinking, and tasking to complete now is to write out the levels of thinking so you can understand it. All right, go through it. As I said, you probably won't get this the first time nor the second, probably not the third either. All right, listen to Don Beck's audio, Spiral Dynamics. It's brilliant. You can get it on Audible. All right, talk doesn't cook rice. Let's do it. Complete your tasking now. We're here for you every step of the way. We got your back. That's how we roll. Okay, as always, no matter what happens, never give up on your dreams. And I cannot wait to see you on the next session.